If you already own Bitcoin, Ethereum, a few altcoins, or maybe you own way more coins than you had actually planned on owning, and you're wondering how you actually build a portfolio from here, don't start with buying another coin, because there's a difference between owning crypto and actually having a crypto portfolio. A lot of people don't actually have a crypto portfolio yet. They have a collection of coins, a collection of purchases that they've made. And if this sounds familiar, this is what we're going to start to fix in this video. Hey, this is Colin. I help beginners cut through all the hype and learn how to build real wealth in crypto using simple macro strategies and building a conviction-based portfolio. And this video is really for the person who's already started. Maybe you're not completely new to crypto anymore. You've bought some Bitcoin, maybe some Ethereum, maybe you bought some altcoins already as well. Maybe you've been in the market for the past 6 months, 12 months, maybe a couple of years, or you've been through a bull market and a bear market already. But when you look at your holdings, you look at what you have, it still doesn't really feel like a plan. Eventually, you got yourself a bunch of crypto, a bunch of tokens. And if somebody were to come and ask you, say, hey, why do you own this token? Why do you own this token? What's this project about? Why do you own it? And you start to think to yourself, you really don't know why. You can't really come up with a solid answer why you own this token, why you got so convicted with this certain project. You don't have a good answer for that because you don't really know. And that is the answer, or that's the problem that we are going to deal with right now in this video. Because the problem isn't that you haven't discovered enough crypto, you haven't discovered that right crypto to buy. It's that the problem is that your holdings, your research, your risk and decisions, they're all disconnected. We're going to start with owning crypto doesn't automatically mean you have a portfolio. I think this is one of the biggest mindset shifts that a beginner can make. See, most people start with crypto. They start in crypto with the question, what crypto should I buy? But at some point, you need to stop. At some point, you need to stop and ask, how are all these decisions supposed to fit together? Because a portfolio isn't just a whole list and a list of cryptocurrencies that you wrote down on a list with how much you have of each of them. That's just a list of tokens. That's just a list of cryptos that you own. A portfolio should have a purpose. It's meant to have a purpose. Every asset that you hold in your portfolio, it should have a purpose. It should have a reason. You should be able to eventually answer questions. Answer these questions like this. Why do I own this? What role does this play? What risk does it have? How much am I willing to own of this asset? What would make me stop adding to this asset? Stop buying more? What would make me now want to start taking profits from this asset? Sell it. If you can't answer these questions, well, it doesn't mean that you need to start to panic either. It doesn't automatically mean that the coins that you have are bad. It just simply means that there's a gap between owning that asset and actually having a plan for that asset. And that's the important distinction. Think about two investors. One investor owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, some AI coins. We'll say 5 AI coins. We'll say 3 meme coins, 2 DeFi projects, and a couple tokens that they barely remember buying. Technically, they got a lot of crypto. Maybe they even think that they're diversified. But ask, why do you own this crypto? And they say, well, somebody said this team was really good. Ask them, how large are you willing to let this position grow? They don't know. Ask them, when would you stop buying? They don't know. When are you taking profits? They don't know. They'll figure it out when they get there, they say. Now imagine another investor. They own fewer coins, or maybe even a similar number of coins. But they can explain, this is part of my stronger conviction right here. My stronger conviction plays. It's my foundation. It builds my anchors, my foundation in my portfolio is what they say. And then over here, this bucket over here, this is my growth bucket. It's high conviction, but it has really good potential for growth. And that's why I have these ones over here. That's what this bucket's designed for. And then I have this bucket over here. This is my speculative bucket. It's really high risk. I mean, they're either gonna, moonshot and do really, really well, right? Or they're gonna go to zero. I understand that that's what's going to happen over here with these ones. It's my speculative bucket. And in this bucket, they need lots of research in that, right? But I'm not adding any more to it with these ones. This is what I'm doing. I got a plan for it. I got a plan for this. I got a plan for that. I got a plan for all of these buckets and what I'm doing. They all have a purpose. They've all got a plan. You see, it's the same market. It's the same market. Different decisions were made. And that's the difference that I'm talking about. The number of coins isn't the plan. The reason, role, risk, and rules, that is what is creating the plan for your portfolio. And this distinction is already built in the Crypto Wealth Starter System framework, which contrasts random bags with an actual portfolio. Assets are defined with jobs, risks, roles, and researched rules. Let's talk about how every crypto needs to have a reason for being there. This is another question that a lot of people naturally ask, and that is, how many cryptos, how many tokens, how many assets should I own? And I don't think that there is an actual magic number for how many you should own. I mean, you can have 3 and still make bad decisions. You can have 10 or 15 and still have a clear path, a clear defined plan for why you have them all and what your plan is with all of those assets. The number itself doesn't tell me enough. The better question is this: can you tell me why every asset deserves capital? And when I say why, I don't mean because it's going to go up. I think it's going to pump. That's not much of a thesis at all. I mean this. Do you understand what the project is doing? Do you understand why the token exists? Do you understand the risks with the token? Do you understand what role it plays in your portfolio? Have you actually researched it yourself? Or is your conviction borrowed? If you've never built your own understanding, you're left with fear, hope, and a price chart. Okay, more coins usually doesn't fix a portfolio that already feels confusing. Imagine somebody having $10,000 invested in crypto and into like 10 different cryptos, and they only understand 4 of them. They sort of understand, a couple more of them, and a few more of them, they're just basically hype purchases that they bought because someone was talking about it on YouTube. And then they get another $500 that they're ready to put into their portfolio and buy some more crypto. Well, what's the first question that people ask? Where's the best new crypto that I should put this $500 into? But maybe a better question should come first. Do I even understand the $10,000 that I've already got invested in my portfolio? That $10,000 that's already at risk. Do I understand the risk with what I have? That's a completely different mindset. And that starts turning an investor from somebody who's always consistently looking outward for the next answer into somebody who's actually building a process. But what if I don't know enough to decide? Well, that's completely fair. You don't have to make every decision today. If you're unsure about any asset, if you're unsure about every asset, there are more options other than just buy or sell. One completely reasonable answer can be, I need more research before I can make another decision. The point is this: stop treating an unexamined position like it was intentional. If you don't understand something that you own, then flag it, research it, figure out what role it's supposed to have. Then you can make a better decision later. See, this is something that I had to learn going through my own mistakes with crypto. When I first got into crypto, I didn't have a system. I didn't have that plan. I didn't have a plan either. I bought things because people online were talking about them. People that I knew gave me a recommendation of a coin. Buy this one. This was going to be good. I chased opportunities. I made emotional decisions. I got into investments that I didn't understand. I sold things without having conviction. I eventually started realizing that my biggest problem wasn't that I didn't have that right one crypto or whatever it was. It was that I didn't have a repeatable process, a system, a plan, what I was actually doing in crypto. And that's the shift that I want somebody watching this video to make, to go through, or have somebody who's watching this video not go from I know nothing to I know everything. That's unrealistic. I want you to go from I hope this coin's going to work to go to now I understand why I have this coin. Now I'm starting to understand things more clearly. Things are making much more sense as I build. That's a major improvement. And that's also why I created the Crypto Wealth Starter System. Because I don't think that, for many beginners or many people that are, been in crypto for a little while and they're still stumbling around, I don't think that it's the information or the lack of information. There's an insane amount of information out there. The problem is getting the pieces to work together. And the Crypto Wealth Starter System, well, the Crypto Wealth Playbook teaches the larger strategy. The Crypto Research Assistant helps you research and evaluate projects. And the Crypto Portfolio Tracker gives you a place to organize your holdings, your allocations, and your research. And the Crypto Portfolio Clarity Roadmap shows you how to use those pieces all in the right order. I'm not going to walk you through the whole process, the whole system in this video. That's not the job of this video. But if you've been listening to this and you've been thinking, that's exactly where I'm stuck. I own crypto, but I don't really have a complete plan. Then that's the exact problem, the exact thing that I built the Crypto Wealth Starter System for, to help you work through that. I'll put the link down below if you want to look at it. But here's your one action step. Before you leave this video, do one thing. Don't buy anything because of this video. Don't sell anything because of this video. Just open your holdings and ask, what do I own? Why do I own it? And what don't I understand? If you answer those honestly, you've taken the first step from random bags toward an actual portfolio. And once you know what you own and what actually belongs there, why it belongs there, the next question becomes, how much should you actually own? How much Bitcoin? How much Ethereum? How much exposure should I have to particular altcoins? And what about the real speculative stuff? Because you could own good projects, but still have a terrible portfolio if the position sizes are wrong. And that's exactly what we're going to tackle in the next video. How much Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins you should own. That's where we'll start looking at portfolio structure through the lens of risk and allocation.